When we last left our Time Lords, Azrael the Redacted
Oh, Dr.
Leave that in. Leave that in. Leave that in. Audio listeners, for those, I'd say he's put the most shit-eating grin on his face. He had no idea he'd do his intro. Torment, the Tiefling Druid.
Torment sort of cracks his neck as per usual. He also cracks his spine a little bit, and the mushrooms do a little bit of a twitch.
That's an intro.
On his back. That is an intro.
This is an intro.
It is something.
It's something. Ash the Kalishtar. She's a Kalishtar warlock. I know my characters.
Weird RK here. I think that's all I needed to do, right?
And last but not least, Vort Agovigo, the Goliath Paladin.
That's called.
As Caw. He's playing you, actually. It's Ort with a Caw mask, and on top of the Caw mask, it's just a Goliath mask. It like juts like 2 feet off of his face. Just be really careful.
Yo, you got fucking tall, man.
When last we left our Time Lords, they had learned some interesting information, but before that, we got to see a disgruntled Skirgorku get a weeping Ash out of jail. She was then promptly scolded by her patron, Volgnaroth, who had some big news for her. Apparently, those rumors about the 8th Grand Council faction might be carrying weight, and he needs to know about it. So she's kind of in a holding pattern, waiting for his instruction. So what does she do in the meantime? She goes and tries to get a little bit of revenge on Azrael, our redacted professor, who countered her little stealth operation by firing a predator missile straight into Drury William, her pseudo-dragon familiar, painting the top of one of the student dormitories. All ended well, though, as Volgnaroth proceeded to Frankenstein William's pieces back together and drop him mentally destroyed in Ash's lap.
But they're matching now.
Towards the end of the day, Vort was summoned to attend a meeting at the academy after learning from his elders that he had been tapped for a special mission by his god, by Caxian. Also invited to the meeting was Azrael, who invited Torment along to visit his office and grade final exams. You can go enjoy that on your own time. Where they learned that something had run amok in the Bathaman clergy. Something had been omitted from all truth, hidden from that which knows all. And it is up to our heroes and a coalition from other clergies and districts of Halivaara to sort out the issue and rectify the lack of information or potential misinformation presented by this new disturbance. And with that, we return to the Halivaarian Academy of the Arcane, where Professor... What was his name? I think I said his name was Wentley? Is that his name?
That sounds about right.
Notebook? You,
Weston?
Weston, that's it. Thank you. Professor Weston exits the conference room, followed by Vort Agovigo, followed by Azrael. You guys are in that hallway past the bulletin board of Rate My Professors, and you are into the conference room again.
Mm-hmm.
Weston is going to go and resume a conversation with a...
I was about to do the same exact thing.
Yeah, John, you need to fix your mic, bud. I don't think dubstep without the melody is what we need right now. But I appreciate the attempt to fix the aesthetic. So you guys are in the conference room. What do you do? You each have 2 boat tickets that are scheduled to leave in 3 days.
Azriel looks at Vort and says, "Well, if we're going on the same mission, I might as well get to know you a little bit. Hi, the name's Azriel." Holds out his hand for a handshake.
I accept the handshake rather tightly. My name is Vort Ogovigo.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Would you like to get a drink?
Sure.
I ask, follow me then, and I start walking down the hall,
I follow him.
and I head over towards my office.
All right, so you guys step into the wide hallway that's like precariously covered in like prestigious awards, pictures of professors, assholes, stained glass. The school is really pretentious, by the way. And eventually, you meet your way back down to the main history department's room, not the administration department, but the faculty area. And you walk in, and I believe sitting in Azriel's office as you guys approach is Torment. Looks a little bit rattled.
Considering how things were left off last time, he's probably looking out the window right now, making sure that Ash is, not within any line of sight. Making sure she's not, like, lingering around somewhere behind a corner, just kind of watching and staking out the place.
Are you, Ash?
Nah, I'm going off to get to the candy store. I was told to go shopping, so I'm going shopping.
I guess roll insight then, Torment.
Alrighty.
Because you can see her. You've been following her like a hawk. A hawk ready to kill a pseudo-dragon this entire time.
That is terrifyingly accurate.
That hurts. That hurts a lot.
That's a 22.
Good.
She's leaving. Good. Continue leaving. Good.
Yeah, that's right. Get the hell out of here. Get out, get out, get out.
You hear a noise from behind you, Torment.
Oh, hey guys.
Hello there.
Hello.
Oh,
This
Professor. Good to see you.
This is my friend Vort.
Nice to meet your acquaintance.
Wait a minute. You're from that temple yesterday.
Yes.
Oh, my pleasure.
Oh yeah, I guess you did sleep there.
Yeah, I
How
did.
was that?
I've slept on much, much worse. Yeah, right, manners. It was quite comfortable, thank you.
Slept
Uh,
like a baby.
Well, we're about to go for a drink if you care to join.
Yeah, sure, why not? I'm a little parched.
Oh. This won't quench your thirst, though.
I can drink.
Alright. Follow me, then. We'll be going to my favorite bar.
All right, I trust your judgment. Torment's gonna immediately follow.
Mm-hmm.
I continue following.
Yep. We head outside. I really have nothing to do left of the campus since I did my meeting and all my papers graded. So I'm going to take them over to my favorite bar that's at the, I guess, for lack of a better term, gambling district?
Oh, the underground.
Yeah.
Underground.
Ah! Make it stop! Make it stop! John, you absolutely have a loose wire or something because it's grounding out. It's terrible. Hey,
I mean,
Doc, you're
and
gonna edit this out, right?
And I broke my headphone jack, and like I'm fine. Like I told James at one point, like I broke it, I don't know how to fix it. Like,
Thank you, Call, for the host, by the way.
Yes.
All right, so you guys leave the oh god, I accidentally focused it. There we go, fixed. You guys leave the academy and you start making your way towards the you guys making your way towards the central district. Ash, you are also doing the same. You're ahead of them. You are already in the central district.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
I'm going to head into my favorite candy shop and pick up some lollipops because I'm running low.
All right. So you go to the economic district. It's kind of a little bit of a long walk, but you make it regularly. They have the best candy. If I didn't walk this much, I wouldn't earn this. This is me. I'm treating myself.
Yeah.
You get there, very nice buildings, a lot more metal trimming. The stone is much more precisely cut. There's a lot of there's a lot of businesses, people trading. You know, there's a healthy bazaar here full of smaller shops. Where also there are some bigger businesses and warehouses shipping out product. Towards the end of the the farthest out point from the central district, you start to get near the ocean, and you see the harbor and fishing part of the economic district. But you stay a little closer towards the central, and you end up at the Sweet Tooth.
And I'm just gonna skip in like I own the place, or at least I've been there a lot, and immediately go straight towards the counter.
You open the door. As you go skip in, you see the owner, a large Jaguar tabaxi behind the desk, turns and looks to you. You again. How are you doing today?
I could do be better. I was kind of kicked out when I was trying to make friends, but it's okay. I'm here for more lollipops, please. And I'm gonna be probably gone for a while, so can I have a bigger case?
Oh my. How many lollipops do you think you'll need?
Well, I don't know how long I'm gonna be gone, and I don't know if that place I'm going to has lollipops, and I can't really live without lollipops. So, I need at least one or two a day.
1 or 2 a day. He goes and he checks in the back. A little time passes, and he comes out and says, well, I can spare you this. And he puts a small, like, shoebox-sized wooden box of full to the brim of lollipops, a variety of colors, shapes, sizes. And he says, this will cost you somewhere about 35 silver pieces.
35 silver pieces? Okay. She pulls out the guy's wallet she stole
Oh
and
my
pulls
God.
out the silver pieces and just puts them down.
Thank you very much, dear, and you be careful now, okay?
I will, thank you. And when I come back, will you have any more flavors, new flavors?
It's certainly possible. It depends on how long you'll be gone. We have another assortment of candies coming in from the north in another couple weeks.
Oh, perfect. Yay. I'll be definitely back after that. So, yeah, thank you so much. She picks up the box and she immediately just puts it in her little, she just holds it up and she skips out the door with a big smile on her face.
Bling, 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 bling. What an odd girl. So,
Question for the DM.
answer for the player?
What would happen if someone suddenly lost a whole bunch of nutrients in their body?
Depends on the nutrients, I think.
Let's say I gave someone an apple
Yeah.
and I conjured that apple out of nowhere. And because of the ability, if I conjure something else, the apple disappears. But it's been digested and processed throughout the body.
I think they suddenly become fatigued and a little hungry.
Okay.
You're also a terrible person, by the way, at that point.
Just checking.
Remember, kids, always wait until they take a shit for you to use that spell again. Otherwise, you're just an asshole.
Poor Torment.
So yeah, you leave the candy store. A lot of one thing. Roll perception check for me, Ash.
Perception?
Yeah, roll
Got it.
perception.
Do. Okay, perception. Here.
Yeah, perception as you step out of the candy store.
15?
Lot of construction going on towards the center of the economic district that you have not seen before.
What are they doing over there? Should we check it out, or should we head more towards back to the academic district?
Whatever will make you happy.
Well, I don't know what makes me happy. That's what I'm asking you. If I knew myself, I wouldn't be asking.
Well, are you curious?
Yeah.
Then why not go? Feed your curiosity.
Or should I go back home to the underground?
I think
I
all of those
probably
decisions seem fine.
I should probably, because I really have to start stocking up on money, unless my patron gives me money, which he never does. So, if we're going someplace new, I probably should stock up. And the best place to do that is go to the underground district. I'll check that first, and then I'll go to the underground.
Sounds lovely.
She like walks over, but she's just like angry now.
You see some dwarves working on putting together what looks like a big reinforced pit in the ground.
Hey, what you doing?
What we're doing? We're building an arena.
Arena for what?
Oh, haven't you heard? Come over here. And he leads you a bit away from the construction zone, and he points out a big poster. And that poster says, if I need to find something quick, which I was better with this. You know, you make your setup just to try to avoid. There we go. Found it. It says, Zareth McKinnon, What is Dead May Never Die World Tour. There is a silhouette of a large dragon stretching its wings out, and in the center of it is what looks like a white silhouette. It's a black silhouette of a dragon stretching its wings out. And then in front of it is a white silhouette of what appears to be some sort of, humanoid holding an instrument.
So it's a concert then?
Yes, a very large concert, not the kind of show that you would see in a little pub.
So you're building an entire arena just for one show?
We've never hosted an event this size before. Nobody exactly wants to go and bring their famous shows to the city of bastards.
I mean, I like this city, but I guess I can understand.
Think
But
to
that's
some.
kind of cool. When will it be done?
He takes a swig of his from his drink that you didn't realize he was holding. All right, now, if all goes well, we'll be finished by in about a month and a week or two more at most.
Oh, that's good. That's probably
He's
when
supposed-
I'm coming back.
He's supposed to be home not home. He doesn't live here. He's supposed to be coming and doing his show here in the next couple of months.
That's really cool. How do you get tickets?
All right, now it is. You are invited to. You can be invited into a drawing to win ticket purchase slips, and if you win one of those slips, you can purchase tickets.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much. I was really curious.
Above game, looking at you, Boston Red Sox. You know what you did. Guy wants to sit on the green monster. He's got to enter 2 raffles and win the lottery.
Yeah. So, thank you so much and keep up with the good work.
Right, lass. Thank you very much. Hope to see you in the next couple of
Bye-bye.
months when she's all done.
Yeah, of course. I want to see your great work you did.
Thank you, lass. All right, off you go.
Bye bye. She walks off. Isn't that cool? They're gonna have a concert. Maybe I could get him as a present for me for my birthday to get me it. He's important, right? He's important. Yeah.
I don't know. You refer to your master Vognarov, do you not?
That's what I mean. I could ask him.
Maybe if you do
I could get
well,
his.
perhaps.
He may give it to me if I do well.
He may give it to you if you do well, or if you fail, he may do very not that.
Oh, I know, but it's okay. I won't fail though. I'm not gonna fail again. I'm gonna get this for him. Now.
Go on.
Sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
We cut to the underground. As Ash starts to make her way towards the underground district, we cut to 3 characters who are already there. Azrael, Torment, and Vort, you guys have arrived in the underground. There's a big, there's some skeevy-looking shops, some decrepit-looking buildings, but there's kind of this odd sort of piece to it where it's like, because we all know we're all doing crime, we don't trust anybody, and therefore it's like we've overloaded the fear meter, and we're all just kind of calm. I know that if he tries to rob me, then I have to rob his kid, and then my friend has to kill him, and it's a big deal. So nobody's gonna stab each other in the back.
What? Right, rob his kid?
And
We're to send a message.
and just up ahead is my favorite bar, the Flaming Tongue.
You guys see a little hole in the wall place, like right towards the underground kind of has a dip that leads to an area where the Underdark meets the surface. And that's where a lot of the development for the underground was done. You guys know that the black market is in that weird, some call it the gray area. And you guys know that that's where a lot of stuff is. Right at the beginning of that descent, there's a little hole in the floor, I guess, place that has a sign up that says the Flaming Tongue. Got something you want to say there, Azrael?
No, I'm getting a phone call. This is actually important. I need to be right back.
Take it. Professor's duties.
They have phones in this era?
No. He just goes blank and passes out in front of both of you. That's what I imagine happens when you log out of an MMO. If Sword Art Online has taught me anything.
Online has taught you anything. If someone logs out, they dead.
Yeah, well, first their body's gotta like go limp, and then they fall to the ground and explode into tiny particles.
Yeah, it's fun.
Has anybody seen Scanners? Scanners? Anybody?
Anybody? All right, hold on. All right, everybody watch. Oh my god, if we log out of the game, we die in real life. Yeah, just gonna keep that tabbed.
By the way, so glad he kept that tab. That was great.
That was a
in the last
fantastic
episode.
callback. So you guys, yeah, you're at this bar.
Of all places an esteemed professor could drink at, he chooses this place.
Maybe he's not. He's shady professor.
It's reminding too much of. You know, I'll just deal with it. Well, after you, I suppose. You probably traveled this area more frequently than I have.
I'm not usually on this side of town. Trying to stay away from the thieves.
Neither am I. This place I was at that even looked remotely like this was a cell. They're all staring. Why are they all staring? Why are they all staring?
Torment, roll perception real quick.
Alright. Fuck, where's my perception? There it is! That's a 19.
You feel something tugging at your leg.
I immediately kick it.
Roll to hit. Unarmed strike.
Unarmed
I hope that
strike.
wasn't a child.
I hope it is.
You punch
I
a
know the
kid.
answer. I know the
Should I
answer.
use my could I use my strength or dex for this?
Strength. You're just
Alright.
kicking it. You're not really trying to like finesse it.
Oh wow, that's an awful strength check.
That's a 3 strength test. Thank
Yeah,
God.
that's a fucking 3.
You kind of like try to shove the thing off of you, and you feel it grab your leg and shove your leg on the ground.
Can I do it again?
No, because
ground,
it.
isn't it?
It's,
I'm sorry, I zoned out. What happened?
You hear crying to your right, and a small child goes running back to its parents. There is now a large. There is now a large half-orc man approaching you.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
All three of us, or just one man?
All three of you.
Well, I mean, you guys are all
Oh
together. So.
no.
All right, listen, I don't know what kind of day you had. We've all had, we've all worked hard today, but you don't just go kicking another man's kid. I want you to apologize to my son.
The hell is your son doing on my leg in the first place?
He's a kid. He's trying to get your attention. Wanted to give you this. Throws a gold coin on the ground.
Troy just kind of takes a few moments and just calms himself the absolute fuck down. All right. Humbly apologize.
Thank you, mister.
Humbly-
Oh,
And I hope that they're able to settle the dispute. And he puts his head down and walks away. Torment, roll. I guess just be a straight history check.
History check. All right. 14.
Can I assist?
He already rolled. Too late.
Oh, okay.
You. Either of the two of you, though, you may roll history checks if you want. Torment, considering you've been away for 20 years, I'm gonna say that fails.
That's a 23.
You're very familiar. That succeeds easily. You know the phrase, I hope they settled the dispute, is a response to somebody saying that there's been a disagreement in the family.
Ah.
And that kid is wishing Torment well.
Torment is just confused as all hell, just kind of cocks his head like,
Vort, that kid said that, Vort, what dispute is that kid talking about?
It's a good thing. Tell him thank you.
I'm so confused. What dispute is
Just
this?
tell him thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And his dad puts his hand on his son, and he looks back at you and mouths, thank you, and they walk off.
I give him a thumbs up.
Once they're out of earshot, Torment immediately turns to Azrael and just asks, what the hell did I just thank him for?
He wished you well.
Okay.
Are you trying? Never mind.
What?
I just know that we had a discussion about that phrase.
Yeah, we did.
Clever girl. All right, you guys go into the bar.
Ah, yes, the flaming tongue.
There are. It's very poorly lit. You see some tieflings. You see a couple devils, a few imps. There's actually a. There is a drow elf in the corner talking to a high elf. Very weird to see those two types of elves together. And in the back behind the bar is the humanoid form of the bartender Idrisov, who is currently preparing drinks for customer. Anyone in the room may roll perception.
I do want to know what time it is.
It's starting to get late. It's about 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Perception, you said?
19.
15.
18.
Azrael, you've been here enough times, so... but you're kind of happy for them. They've been trying to get this done for a while. All of you recognize an amulet around the bartender's neck. That is an amulet of true polymorph.
Azrael will just straight up yell, "Congratulations!" across the bar.
Everybody turns and looks at you. I'm gonna roll something real quick. Grab my d20.
To help, he points to the where the amulet is.
Bartender's like, "Congratulations!" No, it's not how he sounds. Congratulations to who?
Wasn't it the bartender that had it on him?
Yeah, it was the bartender. It's like, what the fuck are you doing walking to my bar and just yelling congratulations? Like, what the hell?
To you.
To me for... Oh! Yeah, it took those bastards long enough. Been living here without a crime for going on 2 years now. It's about time they got me one of these. Damn, holds up this paperwork. Sorry, Azrael, I didn't recognize you when you came in. Come over here.
Azrael stands up and walks over there.
As you start walking over, he starts pulling some alcohols that you know he's making your regular.
Yeah.
The voice doesn't carry over too well, but I can't complain. Looks good.
Yeah.
Does the
looks really
job.
good.
And it's gotten a few more customers in the bar. So, who your buds?
I got a paladin from the temple of I got it written down somewhere. I don't have it written down somewhere. The temple of
Like Cockatoo.
that place that he said. And I got an old friend of mine I haven't seen in years.
He looks to you, Vort, sees your holy symbol, and goes, ah! And then reaches up and pats a plaque with the holy symbol of Bykex on it and goes, keeps a good eye on this place. Appreciate it. And, holy shit! When he sees you, Torment, and goes, oh, damn. Little disagreement in the family?
It's not a family issue.
You can go ahead and roll knowledge history again.
What, I can? Alright.
You can.
Alright. Wow, that's even worse.
5.
What
That's
the
a
fuck are all
5.
these people talking about?
You know?
Azrael already succeeded on a more difficult one. He knows this phrase. Vort, you may too if you want, because you have no idea what the fuck anybody's talking about.
Okay. $14.
All right, you know the phrase "a disagreement in the family" is a. Oh, you could actually, if you wanted to, you could roll knowledge religion for this as well, but you passed it anyway.
Can I want to... Oh, okay.
Can you what?
I wanted to assist his religion roll before he rolled it, but...
He succeeded the throw already.
Yeah.
You know that the disagreement is in relation to the gods who control what lives and what dies. And that Specifically, let me grab the correct names real quick because I have so many of them.
I should probably pull up that sheet too.
Where are you bitch? Actually, where are you?
You can get to it.
Oh,
faster.
you know that relates to the god of death, Vexton, the god of sentience and wisdom, Thelmia, and the god of abundance, Fauna. He's saying that they couldn't decide whether to let you live or let you die. That's usually I'm not going to throw that extra part out. You would have needed to roll higher to know that.
Azrael is going to say, "No, I was post-birth."
Post-birth? Oh. Hearts out to you. That's
I
rough.
only got enough time for like one drink. Then I gotta go meet the wifey again.
How's she doing? Haven't seen her
Doing
around
pretty
here
good.
in a while.
Yeah, she's mostly taking care of the child.
Lucky you.
Yeah, I really pissed her off yesterday, so I need to get there on time.
Yeah. I would too if I were you. Alright. Here's your what do you two want? Points at Torment, points at Vort.
Torment's just kind of going over the menu at this point, just seeing what all that there is. So, Vort, you're better off going first.
Hey, James, do I have money?
You do have money.
Can you tell me what my money is? Because you never told me.
I believe you have 15 gold right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a part of your background, dude.
I wasn't told this.
It's a part of your.
Well, let me check where that. Let me check in the list of my problems right now. I can't find it.
Mm.
Yeah,
can
you
I
have
just get
15 gold.
Can I just get to Point of Ale?
Just a pint of straight ale. God
Yes.
damn it! I'm doing the wrong voice. I gave this guy a weird voice. I'm regretting it. One ale. All right. Turns around, grabs a cheap ale, pours it into you, slides the goblet to you. It's a cheap cup. And you, spore guy?
Same, I guess. Same.
Quick pour, sends another one to you. All right, that's 5 copper apiece. And
Put it
you?
on my tab.
All right, I'll write it down. You guys, as you guys finish your drinks, we're gonna cut over to Ash. You've made it into the underground at this point.
You know what the best thing we can do to get money? Let's go to a bar.
Why is that the best thing you could think of to get money?
Well, there's
As he says that, as he says, why is it the best thing you think of? That's oh, it sounds like a great idea. Wish I thought of it myself.
No, I like your opinion. So, we can go to 2 places. So I'm gonna start with a bar because that's where I found the wallet last time. Actually, no, I got that from the street, but I was near a bar, and they don't really pay attention there because they're always drunk. And then I'll hit where they gamble because they also don't pay attention.
Clever girl. As you look towards the pit, you see 2 bars. You see the Flaming Tongue, and you see the Leaky Stump.
I'm in the underground right now, so it's a leaky stump.
Yeah, the Leaky Stump. There's this giant dead tree corpse that has been carved into a tiny little dive bar.
I'm gonna go in the other one.
All right, you enter the Flaming Tongue. Roll perception real quick.
Okay, dokie. Come on, perception. 15.
It's those guys you keep running into. They're at the bar.
Perfect! Oh, look at this. Our
All the
luck is paying out.
places.
Luck is playing out right now. She walks up to the bar. Hey, can I have something to drink?
The three of you hear her from behind you, and the bartender goes, how old are you, kid?
19.
Shit! What do you want?
What goes good with candy?
What kind of candy?
Lollipop.
What flavor lollipop?
I have all flavors.
All of you guys hear this conversation happening, by the way. Shit. You're gonna put them all in there at once?
Probably not. I gotta save them because I'm going on a journey soon.
All right. Look, here's what you're gonna do. If you got a blue raspberry.
Yeah.
All right. Hold that thought right there. He grabs a small red vial from the top, grabs two bottles, shakes the two bottles together, pours some into a smaller goblet, pops the top off of the red vial, lets like 2 or 3 dips fall into the cup, then hands it to you and says, "Stir it with the pop."
Yay, thank you. She sets her little box down and she opens it and she buries through to find the blue raspberry one. How much do I owe you?
For that, that's gonna be 7. Let me check to see what vintage I used. I didn't even pay attention. We'll call it 6. Call it 6 copper.
6 copper? Okay. She pulls up the guy's wallet again and puts the 6 copper down and she puts it back in her pocket.
All right, and he goes and starts working with other customers, and you're standing at the edge of the bar, nearby those other 3 guys.
She looks over. Hi! Why are you guys here?
I'm a regular.
Oh, it's cool. It's kind of weird you're in the underground, though, but it's really cool. I was actually looking for
Why
you
is
today.
that weird?
Well, I don't see really professors in the underground much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm really happy you're here because I went shopping like the man said, and now we meet again so I can talk to you now.
About what?
Oh, well, I wanted to, what did I say the proper term? What did it say? Oh, make amends with you because I realized that I should probably make amends with people so I don't have any enemies, especially if I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
I'm going on a journey. I don't know where. And I don't know how I'm getting there, but I'm going to.
Harriana, roll a perception check real quick.
Okie dokie. 6?
You don't notice anything.
Ah, great. Cool.
I'm waiting for chat to be like, James, all you're having them roll is perception. Pick something else, you fuck.
It is the most popular role.
I'm gonna make people roll it when they need to see stuff. What?
Yeah.
Or feel
I would
stuff,
like
or
to
hear
roll
stuff, or
insight
smell
on
stuff.
Rihanna to see if she is telling the truth about going somewhere and she doesn't know where she's going.
You may roll insight. Rihanna, persuasion.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not really lying, but...
Yeah, but you can help him believe you with that 3 that he got. Okay, you both suck at this. You're really not sure if she's lying to you or not. She fucking could be, though. And you're like, I want him to believe me, but does he? I don't know.
Meanwhile, Torment just has like a hand by his back, just so ready to draw scimitar.
But yeah, so I'm glad we met because now that I went shopping like I was told to, we can make amends.
Wait a minute, you're jail girl, aren't you?
Yeah, you're the one that put me in jail. That's why I'm making amends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How was jail?
It wasn't that bad. I wasn't in there for long, so it was okay.
I can tell you're here.
Yeah. My slime ball helped me. He's the best. He's made of slime. Did you know he's 613 years old and a half now?
Rolling insight.
Persuasion.
Okay, persuasion again. Okay.
'Cause I don't think you're lying there.
Oh, 6 again.
You're pretty sure it's far-fetched, but she doesn't seem like she's trying to deceive you. It just seems like she's come up with
I
some
roll
weird,
history to
crazy
see if I
bullshit.
know anyone by that? I'm asking if can I roll history to see if I know Squigorku?
You may roll a knowledge history to see if you've heard of a gelatinous cube person.
16.
Your wife reads his books.
The only one I know of, or at least have heard of, that has that sort of description is an author by the name of Squigorku.
Yeah, that's him.
You know Squigorku.
Yeah.
Can you take me to him,
Hmm,
please?
why?
I would like to get an autograph.
Hmm,
My wife would love it.
Squigorku becomes a better decision every day.
I guess so. But you have to promise me that you're friends now.
That we're friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Yay, you're my new friend now.
Put a drink on my tab.
He gives
Yay.
you your money back.
Thank you. Oh, my name's Ash, by the way.
I'm Azrael, as you probably know.
Yeah. But oh, so when you want to go now? We can go now.
I would like to go now.
Okay, let's go.
Azrael stands up and put his hands on the table. Are you two going to be joining us?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yay,
might
even
as well.
more visitors. Are you guys my friends too?
Oh god, I'm DMing for Rin.
Are you my friends too? She kind of
I'm Azrael's friend. Can we talk?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Okay. I'm sorry, Ash, was it?
yeah.
Give us 1 second. I bring Torment over to the corner.
What are you doing?
Look, I'm going to be keeping an eye on her. But for now, just play along with it. Follow my lead. This river could strike gold.
Fine, but the second things start going south, I won't hesitate to cut her to ribbons.
Okay.
Sure, we're gonna be great friends.
Perfect. Did you hear that? Oh, you guys, you don't know these guys, right? Oh, there's a lot of other friends here also. This bar.
You see, there are a lot of spirits that are just in a massive, never-ending bar fight. You're like, do you know these guys? You just see like a dwarf and an elf going at, like a drow elf going at it, like, you still owe me. It's been 600 years and you still owe me 7 copper, you bastard! Come and get it, dead man! Come on!
I don't think they're really good to talk right now.
A spectral
The one that I
goblet comes
have-
crashing through your form.
Yeah, no,
You missed me, you blind bastard!
they're a little busy right now. Oh, guys, would you shut up and try to talk?
They turn and look at you.
You're really loud right now. I'm trying to talk to my new friends.
They all turn and look at each other. Then back to you. Then back to each other. 7 copper, you son of a bitch! And it starts up again.
Okay, let's get out of here. It's really loud right now.
Wonder how all these people.
I'll show you my other friends at my house, though. They're really quiet, though.
Wonder how many people.
Me standing in the bar with 2 elves in the corner and the barkeep and just the 4 of us. Yeah, it's quite loud.
No one's making noise. Just...
Oh, it's pretty quiet actually. There's like some calm
yeah,
conversation
no, I
going
know.
on.
I'm saying
That's
like you could hear the cricket.
Azrael, you would know that because this place is so close to the beginning of the Underdark, that's why you see some of the non-Underdark races partaking here. It's, you know, people who know each other from work, people whose, you know, jobs work together, you know, ran into each other in the Central District. A lot of different, you know, oddball, you know, pairings and friends
But it's
hanging out
still
together.
good, cheap liquor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And then
they're
there's-
united over good, cheap liquor. That's why they put it here.
And then there's Ash that's just, oh, like, a fight is literally going on in her head. She could just hear, but everything else is just quiet. Just quiet. Okay, well, let's go. It's really loud. And
It's a
she,
massive
like,
bar fight and elevator music.
yeah. She picks up the little box, closes it again, and she skips off.
Hey, Ash,
Yes.
where's William?
Oh, no. William? William? Drury? Drury, I'm gonna be angry. Where are you?
Very quickly, you feel gripping onto your back. You guys actually see this. You see kind of rushing through, like, from a red mist that comes in through the door, and then like leaping onto her back and folding around her is a really nice dragon scale backpack.
Oh, you're back.
Does it
Okay,
look
let's go,
patchy?
guys.
What?
Does it look like it's patched together?
Yeah, it looks like it has zippers where zippers shouldn't be. You
Well,
hear
if we're going
in
to-
your mind, your master had work for me, so I did it. You're welcome.
Oh, well, thank you. You should have told me about it, but it's okay.
I was
I
told
always
not to
forgive
tell you
you.
about it.
Oh, of course. He always keeps secrets from me. That's okay. I still love him, though. Let's go, guys.
You guys hear her talking to nothing, by the way.
Yeah. Well, if we're going to be moving through the Underdark and I'm going to be spending more time, I might as well. And Azrael gives off a whistle, signaling for his familiar to come to him.
Landing on your arm is your hawk. And you hear in your head, oh, I missed something. Something bothering you?
Can you tell Lila that I'm going to be a little bit late, but I got a treat for her.
Tell Lila. Who's Lila?
The wife.
Oh, Lila. You know, after 15 years of marriage, you'd think that
Did I
you'd
not
start
put a
getting the
second L in there?
goddamn
I
name.
thought I did.
Her name is... No, I'm the one who named her that, you idiot. You never updated it.
I edited the name a
Oh,
little
you
bit.
did? I never saw the update. Is it Lila now?
I'm pretty sure I made it Lila.
Oh, all right. Edit that out. Oh, Lila. All right. Oh, very quickly. Oh,
I'm
sorry.
sorry, Laya. I named her Laya. I didn't.
Yeah,
put an
that's what
L
I
in the
thought I
label.
gave. That's the name I thought I gave her was Laya.
Anyway.
All right. All right. I'll let the wife know. Better get home as soon as you can. She won't be happy about you being too late
Tell her I
again.
got a very special present for her.
Oh, you better deliver, sir. You know how she gets when you disappoint her.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gives you like the like look, and he flies off. You and that hawk have a funny cop relationship.
Yeah.
Come
He
on,
goes
guys,
flying
let's
off. And then you hear in your head, Ash, I hate that guy.
And she, like, her smile slightly twitches. I agree, but it's okay. And she keeps walking.
You see a ghost get flung through the window, and there are there's a ghost glass shattering, but the glass doesn't scatter.
Ooh, that looks like it hurt.
All right, so
And
you guys,
she
go on.
skips off.
All right, or do you guys follow?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, so you follow. It's about a 15-minute walk. You're going deeper. You're going towards the Underdark, not towards the surface. And eventually you arrive at some really, like, dungy, dirty, moldy... These buildings look like they're about to fall apart, and yet they look like they could have been designed to look like shit, but it's weird.
So it feels way too much like my home for the past 20 years.
No, it doesn't feel like that at all, actually.
Oh, okay.
Your home was, that was, yeah.
It was.
It It was
Cross
him.
the bridge when we get there.
You were being pulled around through the dirt with no sense of how close to the surface of it you were, not just being run around through underground tunnels.
Yeah.
This looks like an
as-
actual building that's just really shitty.
As we're walking up through the like going closer and closer to the building, I point towards Vort and say, "Hey, can you do the talking and try to get me? You look very, for lack of a better term, charismatic." You can
Talking to
respond
you,
with a
Vort.
whisper. Caw!
He's dead, Jin.
Does
Vort.
Vort just not respond?
Yeah. I literally just do not respond.
The Goliath is stone-faced.
I'm still having a grudge against Ash to say.
By the way, Constitution check, Vort.
Oh, okay. Six.
You feel weird.
Okay.
Well, this is my home, guys. Let's go in. I think he's home. He was home when he was doing something weird when I left. He's probably not doing that now. She opens the door. I have new friends. I have visitors.
Squigorku isn't there.
Skorgoku, where are you?
You guys see a drip fall down from the ceiling.
She looks up. Skorgoku, why are you on the ceiling again?
He's not there. You just start seeing more and more drips, drip, drip, drip. Finally, this gelatinous cube sloshes down through the ceiling and lands in the center. It's a very small, one-room apartment type of deal with a cellar, front left near the door. And closest to you.
What are you doing up there again?
You guys blink, and suddenly there's a notepad suspended in the gelatinous cube that reads, "Paying the rent." The handwriting and the penmanship is beautiful, by the way.
Oh, well, I paid, I'm gonna have to pay you in advance for a thing because I'm going on a journey.
A journey! Exclamation point. For how long?
I don't know, actually. I wasn't told.
I'll let the landlord know about that. That should help me get with that should discount my rate, but you're gonna need to be back at least by the end of next month.
I will. I'll definitely try that. But my friend's here. One of them knows you and wants an autograph.
Really? An autograph from me?
Yeah, apparently he knows you. Like you're an author. Which is really cool. So I brought him here.
Roll perception, Ash.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is your own home, but roll perception.
16.
It is at this time that you notice near the what can only be assumed to be like an icebox is a shelf with 4 books and plaques next to each one of them for their accomplishments, and a picture of Vort at the library you were at with this professor squeamishly handing him a plaque as he sucks it into his flesh. Smiley face. An author, you don't say.
Well, I knew you were an author, silly. But, like, I didn't know you were this famous. This is so cool. I live with a famous person.
He writes, I wouldn't say I'm that famous, but I've had some success.
You're more famous than me. Oh, and after I've done the autograph, I can show them where I live. I want to show how pretty my place is.
Who wants the autograph, he asks.
The professor dude. His
That would
name
be
is... His name is...
Azria.
That's it. I'm really not good with names.
I'm a professor of world history over at the university.
Oh, fascinating. Well, I'm glad you enjoy my work. What have you read?
Personally, the autograph is not for me. I have not had time to read your books yet. I do plan to in the future, but my wife loves your books.
Yes. Roll knowledge to see if you can remember what book your wife has been reading.
Knowledge history.
Come on, be a good husband. Be a good husband.
History.
You're a good
Come
husband
on.
and father. You're a good husband and father.
James, history.
Yeah, this is specifically history.
Okay, you just said knowledge.
Okay, give you history. I'll give you a history bonus on it. It was a big deal when his book started coming out.
Yes.
25.
25.
Okay, you're good. You're good.
This stings. This stings, but over time, you hate thinking about this, but you know it's helped both you and your wife. Your wife is currently reading the book Love versus Lust: How to Avoid a Loveless Marriage. It is Squigorku's third book and his first bestseller.
Mm-hmm. My wife is currently reading Love versus Lust.
Oh, wonderful! Would you say that you've had more quality time as a family?
The last few days have been rough, but that's more on my end.
Then I would advise you to read Chapter 6, Communication.
Will do.
You would be
wrote
impressed.
About love? What?
I spent a long... I forgot I made this part of his backstory. Just read my fucking note again for the first time. Well, I spent 150 years of my life. Sorry, I got it. Well, I spent 150 years buried underneath a brothel. You learn a thing or two about love.
You had a brothel?
I was kind of trapped under the floorboards.
Oh.
They found me when they tore it down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be, I learned a lot.
This is also the guy that put me in jail.
Angry face.
Look. Sometimes I have to think of words.
You have no comment.
Under the circumstances, it honestly seemed like she did a crime. So I told the gods at the time that it seemed like she did it, and under the law, she has to be brought in at least for questioning.
Don't notice that. Wrong button.
Would you like me to roll persuasion?
He just rolled insight. Go right the hell ahead.
That's 11.
He's
Wait, you rolled
skeptical.
Oh, I rolled
You rolled a perception. All right, roll again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You look deep into the folds of the cube.
That's an 11.
It looks like it's fucking
That's a 12,
moving.
rather. That's a 12 persuasion.
Oh, all right. You tie, so he believes you.
Yeah, okay.
He goes, Ash.
What? I didn't do anything. Why does everyone always believe everyone else but me? This is mean. Everyone's being mean. Oh, the spirits are back. Hi. And she immediately gets distracted.
There's a grandma ghost knitting in the corner.
What are you knitting? Oh.
It's a sweater for my grandson.
Oh. I think he'll love it. Well, if you're gonna do that, let's go downstairs and visit my home.
He says, "Have fun now." Oh, and Azriel. And you just hear as like a piece of parchment from the notepad starts sliding out of the gelatinous ooze.
Thank you.
And it says, "To a long fulfilled life together, Squigorku."
Thank you, sir. Azriel picks it up.
Let's
And
go. And she opens the cellar.
As you go down, Vort, you see that Squigorku's pad says, "I hope I worded that well. I'm not necessarily good at personalized messages." You guys are led into an unbelievably cramped basement with like a shitty bedroll and some boxes full of dead rats. and a desk, and I believe a couple barrels down there as well. It's really
And you
cramped
see a
in
lot
here.
of blue flowers.
Yeah, a lot of
Just-
blue flowers like littering the place.
Azrael starts coughing really heavily because of all the mold.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm used to it now.
It's
Um,
okay.
Torment, you hear something in the deep in the back of your mind. Spread, spread, and then like in the background you just hear heave, hoo. Roll perception.
All right, perception. Found you. 15.
It's coming from the moss, from the like mold that's growing in the quarter.
Torment is going to gently poke it with distinctly not the scimitar, but with his finger. Just give it a quick little poke.
Oh! Fill the gap! Fill the gap! Shove! Spread! Oh!
Is everyone else hearing this?
Are you hearing the grandma knitting upstairs?
Never mind.
I regret nothing about this campaign.
You shouldn't.
Well, this is where I live. Those rats are the things I kill when I catch them, because a lot of them come here, and I like stabbing them.
Not I'm proud of you. And he pats her head.
She immediately lights up. Do you want some candy or flour? I have to pack, definitely, but you want some flowers?
What if I told you I could give you, conjures a lollipop, some candy?
Lollipop.
Oh
She
god,
takes it.
no.
Oh no.
Thank you. And she puts it in the box. This is the box I just got. I got a lot of candy for my journey. Still don't know how I'm gonna get there, but it's okay. I like excitement,
All right.
and maybe I'll get to see William. He may be, he may be over there. Maybe it's like a different plane or something like that. Maybe I'll get to see him more.
Vort, you hear a message in your mind.
Okay.
Vort, you have accepted your request, have you not?
Yes.
Some information has been, well, not so much information. An interesting agreement has been reached. We're going to need you to report back as quickly as you can.
I will be on my way. I look to the others. I am being called by my masters. I must leave at once.
Oh, are you leaving already?
I must go as is its religious business.
Azrael will look at his watch and see the time.
It's 9.
Oh, I need to get home.
Oh, well, thank you for coming here, new friends. And make sure you're always good with my friends, right?
Yeah,
And her eyes slightly just twitches.
yeah. Thank you for having us.
No problem. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Come visit it any time. I mean, I'm not going to be here for long, but after my journey, you can visit.
All right.
Well, see you later. Have a nice day. Or night, whatever it is.
Evening.
Yeah, evening, that's it. Have fun.
Mm-hmm. Torment, you can crash at my house tonight.
Are you sure you were hesitant about last time?
I have no other place for you to go unless you want to crash at the temple again.
You could crash here.
You can
I
crash
don't have
here.
much room, but you could crash here.
Your house it is, Azrael.
All right.
Also, as a token of gratitude and friendship, small one, I am taking this and just slowly grabs the mold in his hands.
Let Spread! Spread! Heave! Spread! Ah!
And then
Thank
walks
you.
out.
Victory all yours!
Thank you for having us, Ash.
No problem. I'll talk to you later.
I'll talk to you later. And Azriel and Torment will walk out with Vord.
You guys leave.
Yes. I go.
Yes.
Ash, you hear a voice in the back of your head. I believe the arrangements are going to go as planned. You should be getting notification soon. Do not fail me.
I won't. Oh, I have a question. If I do well, can I go to the concert?
What concert?
There's a concert here, but you have to be invited, and I know you're important, so you can get invited.
I don't tend to deal in mortal affairs.
We could go together. Please?
Click.
I'm gonna get him to go with me.
All right, the three of you are now leaving the sinkhole in the ground that leads into the Underdark, and you are back on the surface.
Torment is just walking behind Azriel, observing the stuff on his hand. It shockingly doesn't hurt.
Forward march! Heave! Ho! Heave! Ho!
He is so at peace right now, it's not even funny.
Please don't bring mold into my house.
I won't bring it inside the house. Although, do you have a tree?
Probably.
Can they?
DM, do I have a tree?
Does he have at least one?
Let me roll for. Let me roll for tree real quick. That one says you have no tree.
This tree is made of tree.
Tree. I've never heard of it.
Wait, did you actually nat one on a tree?
I nat one on checking for tree. Yes.
Damn. What about
There's
a
no
bush?
tree.
Let me roll for bush.
Is there bush?
I shit you not. Nat one, no bush.
Oh my god.
I shit you not. Double nat one. Thank you for letting the DM get these out of the way now.
My
Damn.
nature makes a differ.
Don't worry, these won't go inside the house. Torment immediately starts speaking to him. Is that right? You guys can't hear, by the way.
Yep.
We owe you nothing, you usurper! Spread! Heave! Ho!
Usurper! Usurper!
That'll be fine.
Usurper.
Azrael
Alright.
does speed walk home though.
All right, so after about a half hour, you guys reach the academic district. Vort, you peel off towards the. I believe I said you were in the economic district, so you peel off towards
Yeah.
the economic district. Roll perception as well.
Who?
You, Vort, perception.
Perception. There it is. 1. Nat 1.
You don't notice. You actually run face first into a pole. You just eat shit on a pole.
Awesome.
Walls and poles are not.
And then you're like, the fuck was that? It's too dark. Need get home. To the dark. Go.
Need to get home to the dark.
Meanwhile, back at Azriel's house.
Oh wait, are we inside the house now?
You guys are just getting there
knocks
now.
on his front door.
Quickly drops off the myconids in the neighbor's lawn.
New ground! Enemy sighted! Spread! Heave! Hoo! Heave! Hoo!
As Azriel knocks on his front door.
Dad. How? Slam.
God, what did I name her?
You hear in the house, Mom! Dad brought a creepy guy home again!
Again.
Azrael, should I even ask?
No.
Click. Sweetheart, what's going on? What are you... Oh, hello.
Hey.
Honey,
Maya.
I know that I wanted you home by 9. You're here at 9. But I don't recall this being part of the condition.
You remember me talking to you about my childhood friend called Maggie?
Please tell me.
She's
You haven't
gonna...
been calling me that.
She's gonna roll history real quick, make sure she remembers. No.
Ah, well,
Maybe once or twice you've mentioned it, but not for a while, no.
this is Maggie.
Well, how do you do, Maggie? Can I shake your hand?
Yeah, you can. He uses the hand that hasn't been holding myconids for an undiscernible amount of time.
She folds her other hand behind her back and reaches out the appropriate hand to shake your hand.
You can just call me Magnus.
Laya. Please,
Azrael's
what exactly is he doing here?
He has
Azrael.
no place to stay for the night.
She frowns. Please don't tell me you offered him our couch.
I offered him the guest room.
The guest room? You took the guest room down years ago, sweetheart.
Oh yeah. I mean, he sat at the. He slept in the Dark God Temple.
I slept on the floor of the God Temple.
Yeah.
They were
last
kind
night.
enough to provide a bedroll.
So, I thought we might as well give him the couch for the night.
Is this a
And
work
have news
thing?
to tell you too.
All right, fine. Come on in. We've got dinner waiting. It's cold again, because nothing I can do to get you to come home for a hot meal.
I stopped at McDonald's on the way.
I'm gonna roll sleight of hand, my dude. Oh no.
That's a 13.
A little, like, from fucking Azrael's perspective, a little slide panel comes out of the top right. Laya will remember this. She goes and picks up your plate, and she actually is gonna, she's gonna walk over and hand it to you. Well, if you're still hungry, I still have this for you.
Azrael will eat it.
Come, Magnus, let me show you our couch.
Thank you for your hospitality. And he immediately follows.
Yes, just don't go into mine or my don't enter mine or my daughter's domicile.
Understood.
And she shows you the couch. It's this really kind of rudimentary couch. It's not fancy, it doesn't really look like a modern day couch. But it does have a nice cushion on it. It has a backrest. It has 2 armrests. And she grabs what you could only describe as, I guess, like the throw pillow that you only use when guests come over. So it's kind of dusty. She puts it down for you and grabs like a towel.
Torment just slowly kind of sits down for a moment, and then immediately gets back up upon realizing that he is really dirty as fuck and should probably wash off somewhere. Like, he just barely touches the cushion and realizes, you know what, maybe I should wash off or something. I hate to ruin the furniture.
Of course, I'm sorry. There is a communal bathing area. If you go down the stairs, if you go out the front walk to the right, about 2 blocks down, make a right, and then about a half block down there, there's a professor's bathing area. You can use that.
Torment's gonna follow those instructions and make his way down there.
Take my card for the moment. You'll probably get ID'd along the way. Just tell him that I sent you.
Understood. He takes the card and makes his way over to the bathing area.
Now, dear, you said you had news.
Yes, so a few things happened today.
Very
the meeting
well.
I was going in for was not the meeting that I thought I was going in for.
Oh my, what happened?
Apparently the university wants me to go on a trip.
A trip? To where?
To the continent to the east of here.
They want you to go overseas?
Yes.
They're asking you to do
Apparently.
field work.
Yeah, apparently. Something slipped past the God of Truth.
Her eyes get super wide in fear. What?
So, the university wishes for me to go and check it out.
They want you investigating...
The unknown.
Sweetheart, sweetheart, you can't seriously be thinking of going, do you?
It's history as we know it.
I know, and I know you've been asking to do field work again, I know, but something of this magnitude. For your first assignment?
It's a lot, I know.
She frowns and she sits back, contemplating, and she looks upstairs towards where your daughter's room is. You know I can't come with you this time.
I know you can't.
And I know that
We're
there's nothing
really
I can do to
together.
Yes, and I know there's nothing I can do to change your mind about going.
With all bad news comes good news, though. And Asriel opens up his pack and pulls out the autograph and slides it along the table. Guess who I met today?
Honey, who did you... No.
Yep.
She takes the autograph in her hands. You met Squaggercoo?
Yes, that's why I'm home so late. I would have been home hours ago, but
Oh my goodness. How did you run into him? They've said he's
Well-
very elusive.
well, I met someone that he lives with.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, what are they like? And clearly somebody surrounding themselves with an intellectual of that degree. They must have loads to tell about.
She seems a little off.
Well, sure, some of the great thinkers of the world are.
No. Like, talks to herself a lot off.
Roll persuasion, she's gonna roll insight.
Okay. Where the fuck did my character sheet go? There it is. That is a 1 on persuasion.
She's just very confused. She's like, anyway, very nice, very nice.
Yeah. He was very kind, though.
Good, I
Very
would
humble.
hope. Would hope, considering what
That's
I've read in his
nice.
book. Believe that they've gotten us through some rough times, though you still refuse to read it.
Can I borrow it on my journey?
What?
She thinks for a moment, and then she goes upstairs, and in a couple minutes she returns back with with her copy
Give me a
of
second.
Love versus Lust, and hands it to you. Just promise me you'll give this back to me.
Of course.
Promise me I will see you to give this back to me.
Of course.
Whatever you do, do not leave me out there. You
Okay.
promised me years ago that your life was here now. I still need to believe that's true. She hands you the
I'll
book.
come back. I'll live on in history books. It'll be fine.
You see a tear run down her eye. And Torment, you are at this point you've passed by a bunch of onlookers like, what the fuck is that? Another guy comes up and gives you a silver piece and says that he hopes the dispute can be settled.
At this point, Torment's just kind of resigned himself to saying, fuck it, thank you.
And you make it to the bathing area. There feel like really old professors. And they're like, when you walk in, they're like, oh my, oh, I've never seen something like that before. I don't want to go into the stall he's going in. You can use the one on the right. There's like a one that's clearly hasn't been cleaned in a little bit. It's got like
my goal is to be clean, not more disgusting than I started. No thanks.
So you wait a few minutes, and one of the stalls opens. Roll a dexterity check.
Oh boy, check or save?
Check. You are rolling a check for this one.
15.
Oh no! The old man natural 20 fucking trips you with his cane and then charges into the stall. Me next, you whippersnapping little bitch! Oh, don't be upset, young man. It's very competitive around here. You should have seen Asriel the last time he needed to get into the shower. Was covered with this horribly foul-smelling poison.
Horribly foul-smelling poison.
Horribly?
How recently was that?
Oh, it was a few months ago, but it's still pretty funny.
I'll have to ask him about that when I see him next.
Oh no, cameras are breaking on the screen. That's not what you want. Oh no. Oh no, where did the cameras go?
What happened to Ash, I wonder?
Oh, that broke.
Oh god, how bad it is on the stream.
We're gonna go with could be worse, but I
Okay.
would like better. Foolishly, I'd like better. I don't know where, like, yeah, Rihanna's not even here anymore.
Yeah. Knowing her, she's actually probably moving rooms.
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
like
All right,
she does about now.
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
Alright.
Fixing it. You guys are gonna be shifting in position a little bit, but you'll be fine.
Sorry, I had to change rooms.
All good, welcome back.
Perfect.
Somebody better pick
My
up
dad's
that
going to
phone.
bed, so I had to
Fucking
change.
called it.
All right. So, with this, you eventually, when another guy gets out of the stall, the old man lets you go in front of him, and you can go in and bathe. Vort, you arrive at the monastery, and believe Narigawa is waiting for you, right? Yeah, Narigawa is waiting for you, and he's quickly like, get in here!
I quickly follow.
You go running off, and he leads you into a room, up some stairs that you're not usually allowed to go up, into the higher parts of the church, closer to the surface. The lighting starts to get better.
What is the meaning of this urgency?
Well, let's say that something very odd has happened regarding whatever it is you were told today. You go and you're rushing, and you're rushing, and you're rushing, and you're rushing, and finally there you arrive at the top of one of the spires that juts up out of the ground. There are 4 of these in the corners of your temple, but you don't think too much of them often because you're not allowed in there. But you are this time. You reach a door.
I open the door.
You open the door, and there is a small table with 4 seats. Norigawa stays outside. You are ushered in. And sitting at the far side of the table is is Probitus, who you know is the middle elder, and to his left is Remesio, which is the his elder brother. You know, he usually sits on the left, and then a figure you've never seen before. And I'd like you to roll a will saving throw.
Oh God. What is will?
Wisdom.
Is wisdom, yeah, like wisdom saving throw.
6.
This figure terrifies you. You now have the frightened condition.
Oh, nice.
It is a long, slender form, reddish skin, dark hair, yellow eyes, 2 horns, but he's extremely eloquently dressed, and you're not sure if that's comforting or terrifying. And they usher you in, and they say, "Fort, it's about time. Come, sit." And I'm going to take an intermission, and I'll be right back. Because I need to do something. Edit this out. Feel free, players, to make predictions. Who do you think's sitting there?
I think I know what's about to happen.
I do too.
When I saw your smile, I was like, I know who that is.
You know who that is?
I'm
I'm
actually
glad
gonna be
you
right
care.
back too. I need a drink.
Okay. I'm glad he terrifies you. I'm glad.
I am not happy about this.
Oh, is that your patron?
Yep.
I
Oh,
think it is.
I think I had a grudge a little too long.
Yeah. If you want to hate me, then my patience is gonna terrify you to death.
Azrael 100% went. Let's just go along the river. We can stretch it.
Yeah. I just can't wait until she shows more of her angry, insane side. Her
Huh.
more Sundir side. Or not Sundir. Yandere side. Ow. Dad, stop making noise.
No.
Stop! Go to bed if
No.
you're gonna go to bed. Oh my god. I also forgot my water.
All right, what are your predictions? Who do you think is a?
We already talked about it.
Yeah, I know. You already talked about it, but I wasn't in the room.
I feel like I'm about to meet a certain person.
Wait. James, what are your predictions?
I'm predicting that it's a long, slender character, red skin color with some horns, some dark hair, very finely dressed.
Ah, Satan.
I'm such an asshole. What?
He can't beat
Well,
me. dude.
I made my prediction while you were gone. I think I had a grudge for a little too long.
Yeah.
There's about to be another disagreement in the fucking family.
Oh, fuck.
If you make him angry, oh, it will be. If I'm correct. What the fuck? What is this?
That's one thing I need to
Dad, what the fuck do you have on the couch? What is this? What the? Dad! Why do you have a car battery? What is this?
Wait, did you say car battery?
Yes!
What the hell?
What was on the couch?
It's for Saturday nights.
What is
Oh,
this?
Oh God, no! Ew! Ew!
uh,
Oh, Mom, I would not.
oh.
You can walk by. You're all good.
Okay,
You're
I
good,
got
Mom.
the
The
information I
camera's this
needed.
way.
I got the information I needed. All
You're
right,
good,
we're ready
Mom.
to resume.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah, my
Yes.
mom's walking out of the
Yeah,
shower,
I am.
so I had to move my camera.
Enough time wasting. I don't enjoy spending my hours in your filthy place. You sit.
Yeah, sorry. I quickly rushed in seat.
Patience, Vognaroth, patience. It would appear that interest in your assignment has gone as far as the Company of the Beast. They've sent a delegate to introduce their cause to your mission. This is Vognaroth. He is the accounting and asset keeper for the Company of the Beast. Remithia speaks up. You would be wise not to interrupt him as he speaks, and to hear clearly what he says. If you're all done wasting my time, you are the one they call Vortago Vigo, correct?
Yes.
My little eyes in the sky tell me that you've been recruited to take a little trip overseas.
I have been recruited, yes.
Well, others within the Company of the Beast have reason to believe that the distortion that Bathaman reports is perhaps the development of a new major faction. We're not necessarily so pleased about this going unnoticed. We have a lot of information we need to keep up with. That being said, to trust you to deliver it to us would be foolish, even despite the favors you owe us. He looks at the two others. And we will pay those back in full, Vognaroth. I expect you to. The tickets. Show them to me now.
I put the tickets on the table.
He snaps his fingers, and the red pseudo-dragon you saw earlier snatches one. One of my acquaintances will be assisting you on your journey. All that you find you are to report to her, and all that she finds will be reported to me. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
Understand that we do not take these matters lightly. And you will follow through, or we will collect. A ship is scheduled to leave from the harbor in 2 days' time. Take the next 2 days you have to prepare. These are the elders speaking, by the way. You will meet at the 14th star docking yard, lot 3. That is where your transport will be, as well as those set to accompany you on this quest, both of your choosing, and Volgnar cuts him off, and you will have your choice made for you.
Understood.
As well as those chosen by our sisters in the New Thaxian clergy, as well as the academic department. I believe I've said all I have to here. Treat my underling well, and hide from her nothing. And you see a red light behind him as he gets up to leave the room. And as he and they say, the elders say, "Thank you for your patience, Voldneroth. We appreciate." And as he cuts him off, he says, "Do not believe this calls us even. You would not be here if it were not for us." And the void closes behind him. It would appear that you've already met this underling that the ticket will be delivered to. Insofar as the company receiving you knows, you chose her yourself. Is that made clear, Vort?
Yes, master.
Good. Be wary on your journey. If a faction like the Company of the Beast has its concerns, And this may be much more than a simple, forgotten secret. You have the next 2 days to prepare. Do not be late. And with that, they shoo you out of the room.
Okay. I walk out.
Meanwhile, back at the Skogorku residence, William has been fucking gone for time. Ash, it's starting to bother you.
Hey, William, where are you? Where are you? You said you wouldn't leave anymore.
The red void opens and William comes shooting out of it. More business for your master.
Oh? Well, did I get something from him?
You did. And he walks towards you and lays an envelope on the ground.
Oh, a gift from him. She takes it and opens it.
It's a boating pass for a ship that leaves in 2 days.
Is this how I'm gonna go?
Yes.
Did he say anything else?
You hear in the back of your mind, yes, this is how you're going to go. The paladin you met, the one with the book.
The meaning one?
Yes, if that's what you wish to call him.
Did you make him scared?
Who do you think I am? Some amateur?
Did you make him angry? Did you get revenge on him?
Such would be a waste of my time, as you are doing now.
Sorry.
You are to go to the shipyard. This address, 2 days, right before noon. You will be loading along with a group of fellow investigators, as they've been called by others. And
Are
you will
they
set sail for the city of Eno Penalum.
Are they friends or are they ones I have to get rid of?
Leave them alive. They will be reporting to you, who will report to me.
So I'm like in charge?
He smiles. Like you feel like an aura of in the back of your head. Perhaps if they feel that that's the best way to fulfill their end of the bargain.
So I'm in charge of people. Oh, that's so cool.
I never said that. When you hear Drury William go, he never said that!
Well, I'm in charge because I'm connected to you, but you're in charge of me. So it's like I'm a lesser boss.
I am in charge.
I know that.
You listen to me. Is that
I
clear?
always do. I always do.
Then don't get too full of yourself.
I never do.
You start seeing flashes of images in the back of your mind where you are screaming, I am the Rat Queen!
Okay, those are
Sure.
exceptions, though.
Never too full of yourself. Click.
I still didn't get to ask if he wants to go with me to the concert. This is unfair.
And so, with Torment returning soaking wet, and a single mushroom that is slowly growing, that is where the day ends. You guys get a long rest.
Yay! I didn't do anything, but yay!
All right, so this is kind of a time for you guys as players to tell me. You have 2 days to prepare. What are you guys doing to get ready for your trip?
Shit.
Azrael is going to be explaining to his wife that he's thinking about taking Torment on the next morning.
She thinks that's
And
a
then
terrible idea.
And then he reiterates that he's going to be asking her questions. He's going to be asking him questions.
About what?
About, like, how's good, like... I'm going to do it now.
Torment is currently just kind of helping around the house as a means to just kind of stay there for a little while longer. So he's washing dishes.
Torment.
Yeah, hi, what's up?
When was the last time you wrote?
Shit. Last time I I guess technically speaking, the last time I wrote letters was grading your papers. Are we talking complete sentences?
Yes.
Shit. I remember in that place I would to try and keep myself.
Come on, we got a few questions to get through here.
He's just looking around to see if your kid is around to listen.
No, I'm pretty sure she'd be playing in the park right now.
Okay. When I was trapped in that place, in order to keep myself sane, I'd write out sentences, carve them in the walls with a sharp stone, jot my thoughts down.
Azrael grabs a piece of paper and some ink and quill, places it on the table. Write me a full sentence right now. I need to see your penmanship.
Do you want me to actually write? Because I have a pen.
No, it's fine.
Go ahead and write, but roll for penmanship.
Roll for penmanship?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see if he's able to read it. Just roll a d20.
I think his intelligence stat would speak for that.
Yeah, sure, we'll go ahead with that. What's his intelligence stat?
His intelligence stat is a 13, so a little above average.
It looks nah, but you can read it.
Like, the penmanship is sloppy, but, like, he writes
About how
in regards to vocabulary.
about how big is his wording?
I'd say not too big.
Font size? Can you give me one?
Font size?
Nitpicker. What?
Fine. Okay, if you're going for a font size, I'd say between like a 12 to 14, 16 tops.
Look, God, I only have such a big journal that I need to write in. All right. Would you like to accompany me across seas?
When?
Tomorrow.
Well, I guess I have all my belongings with me. Yeah, I guess so.
All
Sure.
right. I need to go talk to the wife about something.
I'll be finishing the dishes.
Thank you for helping around the house.
I figure it's at least, least I can do for letting you guys stay with me, clean up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And
Yep.
sorry.
No, go on.
Azrael's gonna go to his wife and be like, Laya,
What?
can I have some money?
Oh, how much do you want?
Like 250 gold pieces.
She shoots you a look. No.
I have a good reason.
What could it possibly be?
Transferring more spells into my spellbook so I can be safer.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Okay. Persuasion.
No.
The lower number.
No.
How about 100?
Well,
2 spells.
Roll persuasion.
Non-disadvantage?
Just none disadvantage. Just straight persuasion.
3.
No.
Okay.
In fact, I was thinking of going to the bazaar.
Okay.
She sighs.
Azrael leaves the room.
All right. Cutting over to Vort. Vort, you got scared by a big scary red man. You have 2 days to prepare. What are you doing?
Through the day I'm meditating, at night I am training.
All right. I need 2 con checks and 2 survival checks.
First con, 16.
16.
Second con, 17.
Okay.
First survival, 16.
All right.
Second survival, 14.
Okay. You are starting to find ways to get into that state where you're connected with that warmth. That's like, you know, Norigawa is constantly trying to, like, come on, feel it, embrace it, push out the distractions, come on, and you're like, I think I'm starting to get it. I think I'm starting to get it. As for your blind fighting, you had a good day where you managed to make your way around. You managed to get through the blind maze at once after 2 hours. And the guy was like, he made it. Good for him. Cool. Gotta get faster at that. The next day, you 100% fell off the balance beam. Blind. Because you were supposed to make a right turn, and you walked straight and went down into the water. He'll get there. Okay, that's what you do. Ash, 2 days to prepare. What are you doing?
She's saying bye to Sagorku and like having fun with him while she can. She's going out, getting as much money, stealing as much money as she can, and just packing up all the flowers and lollipops as much as she can.
Roll me 3 sleight of hand checks.
3 sleight of hand checks.
Yep.
Got it. 13.
Okay.
20. 13.
I'll roll that. Hello. And of course it goes on my table. What is it? Okay. You are able to steal 10 gold pieces.
Yay.
All right.
I have 10 more gold.
I'm gonna rope you guys back around. Day 2, Azriel, what are you doing? Just prep day. You've convinced your wife. You know, now is the last day for supply readying and getting ready to go.
Azriel's going to spend the first half of the day with his wife and daughter, just hanging out, playing board games with them. He's going to spend the later half of the day at the college. He requested a meeting with the Board of Finance.
Okay. A portly hobgoblin man comes in. You wanted to see me about the money?
Yes. I was wondering if I could get a loan from the university for my trip that I'm going to be taking tomorrow across seas.
How much are you hoping to acquire?
I was only looking for about 200 gold pieces to accommodate.
200 gold pieces.
Given that a inn is 100 gold pieces a night, I'm expecting to be out there for quite a while, and plus I need to eat as well.
He says, like, he's literally like running numbers on an abacus. It's a little against your credit, but I believe we could make it work. When do you need this to be approved by?
Hopefully tomorrow by the time before I leave, but whenever you can.
Okay, it will take about a week for turnaround.
I understand that it is short notice, but however, this trip for me has become short notice as well.
Where are you leaving from?
I'm leaving from the port.
Which port in the harbor?
Clarify which port?
14, right?
I believe it was. Yeah, I believe it was 14th and from docking area 3.
The 14th port, docking area 3.
If we're able to acquire funding for you for a purpose, you never stated purpose outside of eating and staying on your trip. What is the purpose of your trip?
The purpose of my trip.
You see Professor Weston is behind like the glass at the door, like glaring at you.
It is, for lack of a better term, classified.
Not very compelling, but I will note it. So he writes some notes down, and you have a loan awaiting approval.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you'd like to do? You have like it's the latter half of the day. You have maybe 2.5 hours of good sunlight.
I'm gonna go home and eat a warm meal with my family.
Okay. Torment. Last day for prep. Go.
Torment is just trying to like pretty much kind of practice his rather the odd portion of his abilities, trying to utilize the mushrooms growing on his back for some kind of a utility purpose. An example of this is a torch he happens to carry in his literally in his back. He's trying to see if he can latch any mushrooms onto the end of it so that way it can act as a torch without having to set it on fire. Fingers crossed.
What role would that be, fellow DM? I'm not entirely sure. Would that be survival or dex?
Considering the
'Cause
nature
it's
of
kind of doing some crafty
considering the
bits.
nature of his body and how it works, I'd say that would either be nature or arcana, considering what's happened to him.
Go nature.
All right, let's do this. Shit, that's a 5.
None of them are
Wait,
latching
no,
to the.
It's an 8.
Yeah,
None of
5
them
on the
are-
die, but 8.
None of them are latching to the torch.
Shit.
They're not naturally adhesive enough. They're not sure which mushrooms would work, if any. You just keep like plucking. It's like maybe this one. Ow! Stick. Nope. Pluck.
It's more like he's bringing
Ow!
me into it like one part of his body and hoping that they'll latch on by just sheer force of will. If that doesn't work, he's gonna practice wielding the scimitar for a little bit, and then proceed to do the same thing he's been doing: house chores.
All right. Ash, last day.
She's just gonna like enjoy her time with Skogorku. She's gonna like walk around a little bit, just enjoy the city, but mostly she's just gonna prepare herself, like try to sleep as much as possible to try to talk with William if he's there.
You see something
So
pretty. You see something while you're walking around the city.
Oh.
You see a new little shitty market stand that wasn't there before, and written in what looks like maybe, I hope not blood. That would be gross. It says "Good GUD product, better BETR prices, PRISES," and there are a pair of full-blooded orcs running this stand.
Go walk up to them.
You walk up to the orcs. One of them is turned around and is looking behind the counter for something, and the other is kind of sitting there. As he notices you walk up, he's like, oh, and he like scrambles and grabs a book. Roll perception.
Perception. Okay. $14.
You see that the title of the book is called "So You Wanna Run a Business? Tips and Tricks for Entrepreneurial Beginners."
Oh my god.
He's like scrolling through it as like hard as he can. He's flipping pages. I think as you want to step up. Welcome to Good Deals and Good Deals and Better Prices. My name is Nog. Flip. Oh, how may I be of?
At your
Oh,
service?
God damn it! Oh, sir, service. That could be service. My name is Nog. How could I be of service?
There you go. What you selling?
He starts flipping through like the book again. We are selling wares transported to us from our home to the east. You have high quality animal skins over here. They look like they're just like bear skins and like raw materials. Over here you have our lovely produce, rotting fruit and vegetables. And here you have traditional orcish weaponry, but that's a little more expensive. But it's a good deal. It's a good deal, and the price is better than the deal, so it's still pretty good.
What kind of weaponry do you have?
Whoa. Oh, the customer. Hello. What is it? What does it want? It wants to see the weapons. Oh, you recognize Okie when you see it. And he turns around and he's like, right here, this is an orcish handle style axe. Cuts your enemies real good. You give them a good little cross chop from the top there.
Okay, let me just say, look at me and look at you.
Yeah.
Look how much smaller I am. Do you think I could wield that?
Yes.
I don't think I could even lift it.
You see, Narg reads up. It says if the customer is hesitating about a product, you should offer them a free sample. A free sample? Let me look at that. Free sample? What do you mean free sample? I'm supposed to be giving up my product for free. This book is terrible. No, this book is good. It's gonna get us customers. This book is written by fucking morons.
Listen. Let's move on from the axe.
This is an orcish spear.
How about something smaller and more easy to hide?
It's not very orky. I don't know if we have orcish weapons that are like the cowardly type. Is around. Yeah, we got this. This is pretty good. He lowers down. It is an orcish slingshot.
Oh, that looks cool. How much is it?
I don't.
You know, normally, I'm just gonna give you some advice. Normally, those kind of things like slingshots are actually sold at other places for about like 2 silver.
Oh shit. Roll persuasion with advantage.
oh, there's gunshots outside my house. Ah, perfect. Love it. Love living in the woods. Said persuasion with advantage. Okay. 20.
I don't know. Is that a good price? I don't know. You ever
just
gone and
saying,
checked out a
because you
source?
said
I
it's
went
better
and tried to look at a
prices.
weapon shop once. They kicked me out. Not okay enough for me.
See, the thing is, you have to. If you said with your sign, it's lower than that, so you have to sell it lower than 2 silver.
Oh fuck. Shit. I think she's. Oh shit. No. I think we should sell it like what's less than a silver? Is it like 2 copper? 2 copper?
wanna sell
No,
it
you
for 2 copper?
stupid! That's too little. That's too little. We need to get actual money for our product. Let's
How about
see.
this? How about this? How about this? How would you sell it for 1 silver?
We'll sell it for 1 silver and 2 copper.
1 copper.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage. You're starting to annoy this orc man. They're so desperate to make a sale, but you're irritating the shit out of both of them. Actually, not both of them. One of them's kind of into it.
23 and 20, but I got 20.
He's like, fuck it, fine.
Thank you.
You hand over the money. He's not giving you the slingshot until you hand him the money.
She hands over the money.
You have an orcish slingshot.
Yeah. I love this.
Oh, he's like flipping through the book really fast. Thank you for shopping at great deals at better prices. We hope
No problem.
that you will come again. Thank you.
Bye-bye. And she walks off with a shit-eating grin on her face. Oh, that was so easy.
Those poor boys.
She
Just
messed
talk
with
about
her
the
own.
chat for a second.
I don't want to look at it.
ADM.
My moderators are in it, but I think my moderators are committing anarchy.
Oh yeah, we are.
Oh, no.
For last day, I don't think we went over yours yet. Last day.
Yeah, the Frighten has one from in-game, 2 out of game. Okay, first half of the day.
Why did you highlight all of these?
They get more disturbing.
Why the fuck? You guys are fucked up. Jeez, dudes, that's messed up. I'm really glad I don't have a chat box on stream now. Jesus. Last day, Vort. Go and say nobody start banning people.
The first half of the day, I weapon train.
All right, that is go pair of survivals.
Four. 13.
You are really having a hard time because remember, it's less that you're training with your weapon. You know how to use your great hammer when you can see. You're trying to get familiar with techniques that allow you to kind of, for lack of a better term, zone your opponent out when they can't see. And you are having trouble keeping track of where like obstacles are when you're bringing your hammer around to block and swing. So you're not didn't work out that well.
Okay. For the rest of the day, I'm packing and checking my gear.
All right. All your gear is there. You are not noticing anything significantly missing. And you guys go to sleep for the night. Next day. The day has arrived. The first to awaken is Torment. You were the first to wake up. Today's the day.
Oh shit, today's sailing day. Immediately runs up to wake up Azrael to make, because I don't know what time we're leaving.
Perception check, Azriel. He's sleepy. He's very sleepy.
Azrael, your students are talking shit.
Perception with advantage.
No, Azrael doesn't care. It's disadvantage.
He's still sleepy. In fact, he just holds up his middle finger and is still sleeping.
The Myconids are in your house.
Persuasion. It's noise, but you don't know what it means.
All right, I guess I'll do persuasion. 15.
No shit, I said persuasion. You know what? Fuck it. Hold on, let me roll something real quick. Oh, yeah. So, Torvik, you know you're in the room you're not supposed to be in, right?
Oh, shit.
Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
Take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as a pillow comes ripping through the air and drills you in the side of the head. Azriel, you are suddenly awakened by the harsh sting of your wife 5-starring you in the shoulders and neck, as she does when you snore.
Fuck, did I do it again?
No, your cast did it for you. Both of you, get out.
Alright, sleep well. Pats her on the shoulder.
Thank you.
Get out, I need to get dressed.
All right. Immediately walks out.
Azriel gets dressed. In
Ash,
his nice suit.
Ash, you wake up.
It's time to go, guys. I had a great night's sleep. Come on, William, let's go.
We must hurry. We only have an hour and a half to be at the dock.
Oh, let's go. Go. She immediately gets up, like grabs the bag she had, and just bolts out of the room, quickly waving to Skogorku. Bye, I'll see you later.
Have a nice trip.
And she runs off to the dock. Little skip in her step.
Vort, you are awoken by the clerics in the temple who are like, you have an hour. Please, don your armor and head out.
I equip my armor and quickly go to the docks.
The two of you guys are the last to leave your home. Anything you're doing before you're heading out?
Azriel has his suitcase. He's got his suit on. He's pretty much ready to go.
You're also 15 minutes late. You have 45 minutes
Azriel-
to make an hour-long trip. Go.
Booking it.
Yeah, Azriel books it.
All right. First to arrive at... All right, so, you guys, as you're running through, you guys can roll perception checks to see if you notice all the new construction.
Oh, do I have to? Because I
You already know about it.
Should I even bother?
No, you don't get to roll. You're right. You wouldn't. Right, you wouldn't care. All right. So, Azriel, Vort, if you guys want, you can roll to notice the new construction.
12.
There's new construction going on. I'm not sure what it is though.
15. Sorry, I accidentally rolled twice. 15 on both.
You notice that they appear to be building an arena.
Not my problem. Gotta go.
All right, you guys make it to, the harbor area. You see that the buildings start fading. You start seeing a lot more warehouses, less businesses. The warehouses are not as well trimmed as the businesses, and the living areas they're not as, you don't see as many shinies around. But they are big. You recognize some company logos, as this is where their storehouses are. And finally, you get down to the pier and dock area. Ash, you're the first one to get here.
She's gonna walk up there and she's just gonna sit down like a box nearby and wait for them, just kicking her legs back and forth.
All right, Vort, as you are rushing to get to the ship on time, you see Ash, who is just sitting on a crate. She has not actually gone to the pier, to as I think it's a Pier 14 docking area 3.
Yes.
Or was it Dock 14 loading area 3? It's one of the two.
I think it was Dock 14 loading area 3.
All right, we'll go with that. You see her there.
I sigh and walk over to her.
Hi! We're gonna be together now.
I suppose your god has permitted this.
My god, ew. He's my best friend.
Okay. This is going to be a
But-
fun.
You know what the fun thing is? You have to listen to me now.
Yes, I was told.
You hear a voice in your head, Rihanna, that says, "No, he doesn't."
Wait, what?
You don't hear that, Kaw. You do not hear that.
You know,
I
in
know
my
that. I
head.
know I don't, but I'm
Yes.
confused now.
Well, let's get on going, shall we? I'm so excited. She jumps down. I'm so ready for this journey. She starts skipping off to the Pier 14 dock, loading dock 3.
Yeah. You guys get in there. You see a bunch of people standing around a really nice, formal, kind of regal, almost like expensive kind of luxury boat that is docked at loading area 3.
I've never been on something this fancy.
Gold trimmed. It looks beautiful. And you see a cast of characters around. You see. Let's not fuck this up. You see a black scale dragonborn. You see a female sun elf. And you see something that really catches your eye. A fire genasi.
Ooh.
Standing near the loading area talking to some people from the guard. Showing their tickets.
These
What?
people are cool looking.
Do you approach the group?
Yeah. Hi, are you traveling with us?
Yes, I've been tasked to accompany this vessel. You are?
I'm Ash.
Sent by...
Oh, and she just taps her eye.
Let's see if he can read that. No, he can't. Sent by... Looks to you, Vort.
I didn't write the name down.
You weren't supposed to give his name.
You do not know what his name is?
I don't know what to say.
You can roll knowledge history to see if you remember what he told you to say.
Got it. 10.
I'll say you pass. You were told that to tell them that she is the person you chose to accompany you on behalf of the Church of Bicaxian.
She's the person that I brought with me upon the request of the Church of Bicaxian.
Oh, I see. Very interesting. Okay. The two other finish showing the tickets and walk over. The the son-of goes, "Oh, yes, more guests. Fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful day we're having, is it not?"
I guess so. Wow, you're really tan. I wish I was like you.
Oh, stop. The fire genasi walks to you. Vort, roll knowledge religion.
Okay. Knowledge, religion. 4.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on his armor.
Okay.
Walks over and goes, "Brother?" And puts his hand out to shake your hand. And keep in mind, his hand is made of fire, so it's kind of intimidating.
I accept.
It feels very warm, doesn't burn you. Goes, "About time the sister clergy arrived."
Are you really made of fire?
No. More or less.
Can you burn people?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool. Can I touch you?
I don't see why not. He
Yeah.
he pulls
Amazing.
he pulls the gauntlet off of his hand, and you see like it's weird. It's got like this weird thin layer of what looks like heat holding a flame into a hand shape.
Oh, I was just gonna poke your arm. Do I have to give you a handshake?
He's wearing armor,
Oh.
so you would just be poking
Okay.
armor.
poke the hand.
It feels like you're touching like a really hot mug. Like it just barely burns you, but not by much.
Oh, that's so cool.
And he
I'm
puts
not
the
that special.
gauntlet
At
back
least
on
I
his
don't
hand.
think I am. I don't know what I am, But it's okay.
At this time, Azriel and Torment, you guys just entered the harbor area.
I've been in that warehouse, and that warehouse, and that warehouse, and oh, we're okay. Docks. Yes, we're almost there.
Do you see everyone else? Or are we the first ones here?
I'm gonna roll perception.
Please don't be
Alright.
blind.
Yeah.
A natural
A
20.
natural 20. You see, you don't see anybody, but you hear commotion going on behind the gate of docking area 14.
I don't think we are.
Well, after you, sir.
Thank you. And Azriel, what's it called? Heads in towards Dock 14.
Torment naturally follows.
So, Vort, Ash, and the rest of you, I'm speaking to myself. You guys see Azriel and Torment walk through the gate, and very quickly, you guys, all four of you, are approached by a guy who's like, tickets. We need passes. Passes or tickets.
She
got
like
it.
reaches
Right here.
back to where William is because he has the ticket.
William hands you your ticket.
Torment points over to Azriel because he probably has my ticket.
Azriel did not trust you with the ticket.
That's what I thought.
So Azriel has the ticket, and he pulls out the envelope and the 2 tickets.
All right, he stamps the ticket and then stamps your arm, and then he changes the stamp head so that each ticket has a different stamp. Just kind of saying like, hey, this ticket accounts for this person. It's fine. Don't throw them off the boat. Stamp.
Does this guy look like the tickets guy, the conductor from fucking Polar Express?
Shut the fuck up. You're goddamn right he does. Tom Hanks, everybody.
If we don't get hot chocolate, I'm gonna be so upset.
With my son, don't ever expect a thing, young lady. Things are weird when you're sailing to the North Pole. I mean, what?
There are
All right.
references in the campaign. You just have to look out for them.
Yeah.
There's so many you guys haven't found yet. I can't wait for you to figure them out. Yeah, anybody in chat, feel free to point out if you think you've discovered a reference. I may start keeping track of who found what. Right now, Doc is kicking your ass, chat. You guys really have to step your game up. So, for everyone who wants a free point, get ready to write something in chat. Because this one is not hard. So, you guys, you want to introduce yourselves to the new people?
No.
I'm
Well-
gonna go first. Hi guys. Hey, I'm Ash.
The Dragonborn, the Dragonborn smiles and extends a hand out for a handshake. Kali Blackthorn.
Oh, you're a dragonborn. Oh. Hey, William. Hey, come out. Look.
No,
Why not?
let's just say we are not thought of as being truly draconic.
But he's not that mean. You don't hate pseudo dragons, right?
Well, I think they're kind of adorable, but nothing too special.
See,
Bastard.
William, come out. William.
Finally, he flexes his wings out and pops his head alongside. He was like, "Oh, you have a little pet! How adorable!"
He's not a pet.
Racist ass bag.
She laughs out loud.
They let the fucking
Azrael
kobolds
see
into their
William
club
pop
and not us!
Does Azrael see him? William pop his head out?
Yeah, you see him pop his head out and flex his wings.
Looks familiar.
It's covered in zippers. for what you see as are zippers.
Can I roll something to try to put 2 and 2 together?
Roll insight. Or
Okay.
you know what? Roll insight or perception. One of the two.
I'll roll insight. That's a 7.
That's a weird fucking looking pseudo dragon. One that I've clearly never seen before. The female sun elf starts walking up and greeting each one of you, and she goes, "Leonie Olathana, pleasure to meet you."
Hello there, I am Asriel, professor in the university. Professor of history, that is.
Oh, wonderful. Cleric of Nuthaxion.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. She goes and introduces herself to the rest of you as well.
Hi.
Hello.
So you're a religious person too?
Yes, very much so.
I don't really like that stuff, but I'm glad you like it.
Thank you. I hope that you'll find something of the religious variety that drives you the way I found mine. I believe that everybody can do a little with just a little faith.
I was religious when William was with me, but he's not with me anymore.
Yes, and finally, that conversation continues. I don't know how to fucking respond to that, even though I wrote this character.
Exactly.
The Genasi begins to step towards you and reaches his hand out. Surge.
Asriel.
Paladin of Nuthaxion.
I accept his handshake. What did he say?
Paladin of Nuthaxion.
Paladin of Nuthaxion.
Yes. Head of the West Guard.
Professor of university.
You're an educator.
Yes.
Oh, you know what they say about those who cannot do they not?
Yes. They must learn.
They teach.
Yeah.
I kid with you, of course. I kid. And he gives you kind of a firm pat on the back, and then he moves on to Torment, introduces himself. Surge. Paladin of Nuthaxion.
Torment. This kind man's assistant glances over towards Azrael.
Fantastic. Oh, it's nice to have a well-researched assistant in the field, and judging by your appearance, you've seen quite a bit, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
Looking forward to hearing all about it. He approaches, he's already actually spoken to Vort and Ash, so he's done. And at this time, you guys hear noise coming from the ship, and all of a sudden these sailors line up along the sides of the stern of the ship. You see 3 humans, 2 goblins, a half-orc, and a half-elf line up at attention. And then you see a more elder-looking human man step to the back of the stern. Greetings, one and all, and welcome to your charter. Normally, I would give you our vessel's fine name, but we have been asked to keep that off the record. So what you are all doing is of grave circumstance and of the utmost confidence. I would like to welcome you aboard. Lower the gate. You see they remove a board from the stern and they start sending down a board for you guys to walk up onto the boat. Ash, make a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh gosh dang it. I just want to be able to see.
Who let you have eye privileges?
21, 22.
You hear a commotion coming on from outside of the gate. You hear, "No! Let me in! Let me in! No! It's gonna be too late!" And you hear, like,
Hey,
"Stop there!
there's
Stop!
someone-
You're not allowed in! Back off!"
There's someone over there.
What? Someone over
Azrael looks over.
where? You don't hear a thing.
Oh, do I not? Oh,
You do
okay.
not hear a thing.
Over there.
Over where, my dear? What can I do for you?
Someone's trying to get on.
I don't hear. Could you go look for me, Jenkins? Aye, sir. He runs down the ramp and goes to go investigate. You are asked to come up onto the ship.
I start walking on, talking to William as I do, as always.
The rest of you are encouraged to come up. Akali does, Leone does, Surge is going up.
Azriel whistles.
The hawk, you just hear, or whatever noise hawks makes. Please edit that in. Shoots in, whoosh, it shoots up over the horizon and then like dive bombs onto your arm. What can I do for you, sir?
No, just rest on my shoulder and no need for you to use all that wing power.
Oh, all right then. And he kind of settles in, sits.
Azriel walks on board.
Captain nods. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
And when you are all finished, they pull the board back up, and the guardsmen, the Halivaarian guard, they salute, and one of them, in lieu of cracking the ship with a bottle, holds a bottle up and pours one out for you guys. And you feel something judder as the anchor is being lifted. Says, "Now, if you'll follow me right this way, you will be taken to your quarters."
Okay.
But is that other person coming on?
Do you actually notice them walk over? I didn't see anybody. They got back on while you guys were talking to the captain.
I heard someone.
I didn't see anybody out there. You said you heard a commotion?
Yeah, someone was trying to get on, but he wasn't able to.
Well, I didn't notice anything. Nobody was over there. We kept it perfectly sealed the way you thought.
Speaking
That's
of which,
odd.
buddy, why are you here? Is this your trip that you were taking?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it was. I
Huh.
got to get to go on a trip, and guess what's even better? He has to follow what I say.
You hear in your head again, Ash. No, he doesn't.
Why is that?
Oh, because of my best friend.
I'm going to need more context here.
My best friend, apparently, he, kind of, whatever church thing he goes to, they owe him favors, so he, kind of owns them, so he made sure that I got a ticket on here, and yeah,
Okay.
so now
Now-
I'm here.
Owing someone a favor doesn't mean you own them.
To him
She
it
does
does.
not. She does not own me. I just report our findings to her.
Well, I'm not talking about I don't own him, but my person kinda owns the church a little bit.
No, he
At
doesn't.
least doesn't.
In the back of your head. No, he doesn't.
I doubt he does.
They
He
owe
owns a
him.
lot of
They owe
things.
him favors.
Ah, that makes sense. Well, sorry about that. He owns a lot of things, so I lost track.
Hey, Chad, can you tell me the differences between Ash and Rin?
There's a lot. Trust me, it will get on more.
All of the
and-
chat are gonna start the meme. Don't care. Never watched Oversight. Oversight is about to become the Dragon Ball to the Fragmentation's Dragon Ball Z.
I hope that's not the case.
I hope not either, but it's seeming possible.
Oh
She's
God.
Different. I haven't shown it yet. Much because I have not been able to show her a lot like her on
So
the other side.
he reports to you you don't own him.
Oh no. It would be cool if I did though.
No, it wouldn't.
Oh. Well,
Slavery is not okay.
oh, I wasn't acting like that. It's like I would have a friend forever and that could never leave my side ever.
Sounds like slavery with extra steps.
Sounds like slavery with extra steps.
Oh, well, that's okay. But, oh yeah, that's bad. Slavery's bad, I think. Oh, but William, do you think I'm gonna find more people like me? Oh, maybe I will. And she just gets distracted.
As you get
Let's go to
distracted,
us.
you hear the captain yell, "Hoy anchor! We're off!" And as you do, roll perception again, Ash.
I swear to God, this is it disadvantage again or
No, this is regular, straight perception roll.
rate perception? Okay. 8.
You swear you hear something screaming out on the dock.
I immediately go to the side.
What you see are 3 spirits. One of them you recognize as William. He's being restrained by 2 clearly dead guards. Screaming, "No! No! You can't go! No!" And they're like tackling him to the ground.
She starts shaking and grips the rail. She screams out, "William, come here! Don't leave!"
Roll knowledge arcane.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. Arcane knowledge? Okay. 15?
Spirits can't cross running water.
Oh! No!
After you get a little farther away, you see they let him go. And before he runs out of earshot, you hear him yell, "Be careful! You don't know what you're up against!"
Oh, God damn it!
And the last thing you see of him before he vanishes over the horizon is you see him drop to his knees.
I'm gonna start crying and grip the flower in my hair.
This was the first time you've seen William in years, by the way.
Oh, I know. I know.
To answer your question,
It's
Nathan,
not technically running water, but it's they can only move over still water.
yes, and the boat at least makes running water around it.
It does, creates wakes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Boom. Logic.
Yeah.
just
So,
Ash is now having a breakdown just on the side of the boat, still looking at
So-
Lance.
Sleeping quarters.
Sleeping quarters.
Oh, why is it so small? Shouldn't be that small. I got a map for you guys.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, that's very tiny.
I'm
Wait.
making it bigger.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, hell yeah. Look at this boat.
This is the boat you guys are hanging out on.
Needs to be larger.
Woo!
Does it?
Ah, it finally rendered.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm making it larger then.
Hello.
Remember
I
how large
say
it
it-
had last night?
Yeah, but it didn't spawn in as large as it should have been.
There's a magnifying option.
Well, no, I say that for like the utility of the squares.
I don't think that's gonna matter. But here you guys go. This is the boat you guys are hanging out on.
This is a pretty nice
All
boat.
right.
Holy shit.
This is not the entire boat.
Agreed.
There's a level above it that is the main bridge, and I believe is what it would be called, where the captain is steering and commanding the
Is there a couch?
staff.
I'm noticing a coffin.
Yeah, I was noticing that coffin right there.
You can't see in those rooms.
Yeah, I know.
Why is there a coffin?
And as you guys are led out of the stern, you guys do notice that there is actually a arcane hot spring dug into the back of the stern. You guys didn't notice earlier.
I see. This is a fancy ass boat.
So yeah, you guys are led into the ship, and you are brought upstairs past some more sleeping arrangements. You guys, you're on the second floor of 3, and
There's
into
3
a
floors?
main dining area.
Ooh, food.
And in the main dining area is this character. You guys may need to shift Z on him so it shows him at full size. There we go.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello, good sir.
Okay.
Attractive boy,
He
okay,
is.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Schnee. That's my guess.
That's your guess.
Snee.
Let me open this up
Yeah,
for you. Let me open this up. This will help me out. He is he's a young adult male human with dark green eyes, pinkish but pale skin, and slicked down jet black hair. He is adorned in a very regal looking suit, but it doesn't ooze high society either, with a black overcoat with green accents and gold buttons. The pants are black as well with green pinstripes. A pleasure to see you all can make it here. My master looks forward to meeting you all. The captain says, yes, this is the representative of the group whom you are to meet. Please, drop the formalities, Captain. My name is Destro Magnus. You may call me Destro. And he walks forward to shake your hands.
I extend my hand to shake his as well.
The pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine.
Vort shakes your hand. Yes, the strength of the Bygaxian Church. Fantastic. He gets to Ash and roll insight, Ash, with disadvantage.
God damn it!
Just realized I left
Come on,
a spoiler
insight.
on the screen. Don't look at it, guys.
Get your shit together, Insight. No shit. No shit. Do I know shit?
Nope.
I don't know shit.
You don't notice anything in particular. He shakes your hand and goes, pleasure. Then moves on to you, Torment. And he pauses for a moment and stares at you for a moment. He goes, you've been met with a cruel fate, have you not?
Crueler than most.
Well, hopefully where we're going, there will be some relief for you. And he shakes his hand. Shakes your hand.
Drummond shakes his hand tentatively.
Same did Ash. Just.
And he makes his way along the line, and finally, after he finishes shaking your hand, he goes, it's a pleasure to have you all here. I hope that the ride suits you well, and I look forward to getting to know you all as we prepare to reveal to you that which the knowledge God left behind. And the captain goes, you four. Actually, no, he goes, you three. Pointing to the other guests. He says, your sleeping arrangements have been met. They are behind the dining area here. You four, you have the 4 rooms downstairs.
I get my own room?
Yes, you do.
Oh, wow.
Help yourself to the refreshment and enjoy the ride. He says as he walks to the stairs and walks upstairs.
I don't like him.
He seems like an intelligent fellow.
He's off.
You know, for
You're off.
once, we agree on something.
Hey, William. And she says in her head, do you recognize that guy?
William will roll. I can't say I've seen him before.
Could you ask Spolganoth for me?
I'll see if he's available, but I can make no promises as usual. And
Thank you.
he kind of like disengages from your back and swoops down below deck. You guys are in the dining hall. You guys are on a boat. You're a couple hours into your trip at this point. What do you feel like doing?
Settling in my room.
Ash is still shaken, so she's gonna go back to her room.
All right, you guys, as you see here on the map, you have I can him. He's not here. You guys have these pretty nice rooms over here. You got a very, very comfortable looking beds. You all have carpet. You actually have heating arrangements that look kind of like fireplaces that pump ship. They pump heat off of the off of the propulsion system into your rooms to keep them warm.
Do you want that one? I could tell.
No, I want it.
You want it? Who wants it?
Mine.
I'll claim this one then.
Which one? Oh, that
How
one.
in the hell are you doing that?
Holding down the click.
Wait, what? Why are you over there then?
What?
Why are you over there? Shouldn't
Why
you
am
be
I-
next to him?
All these rooms are next to each other.
They're all adjacent to each other.
I guess this is where I am. Boop. Boop.
Okay. So you guys settle in. There's a chest for you guys to store your stuff. Lanterns there for when it gets late. And you have your heating element in your bed. And your carpet. It's very, very nice fabric. It's extremely soft, very warm.
Oh, I can drag where my person is.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
How do I do it? Eh. Let me. Oh no, I did
For
it
some
wrong.
reason your tokens aren't... Oh no, I took them over here. There we go, perfect.
Fuck
So...
it.
All right, so you guys get settled into your rooms. You guys, for be on a call, you guys having trouble dragging your tokens onto the...
It's mostly me. I accidentally moved cause.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It must be something.
I have a token?
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
Okay.
Where?
Here's what you do. Go over
goes
to
Rada.
your journal. Now,
Okay.
click and hold your character's name and just drag them where you want.
I did it.
I regret nothing!
Rada, 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 rada.
Rada.
No, we
For those
can't
listening to
throw
the
him in
audio, Kaz token is Schnitzel from Chowder.
Rada, 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 rada. No, we can't throw him in the furnace.
Rada.
Not the furnace.
All right, after about 45 minutes, it's starting to get towards the afternoon. You guys are called up. You are invited into the dining area. There's food set up for you guys. You can eat. And this is your chance to mingle, get to know some people on the ship if you guys want to talk to anybody. Destro is there. The captain is there. The other people joining you are there.
Is that guy still there? That fancy? Sorry, that fancy dude.
That is Destro. Yes, he is there.
Yes. Sorry. Go ahead.
Azriel will stay in his room.
Torment is hungry, so he will go and eat.
Vort.
I'm gonna go cannonball in that pool.
It's like a hot tub, but okay.
Good luck with
Still
that.
do it.
You do a cannonball. Oh my eyes!
As I hear running towards the pool, I'm going to look out.
You see a Goliath man without a shirt on, or his chainmail just running towards this nice embroidered hot spring.
When and out of Halivaara, rips off the curtain, goes towards the hot tub.
Okay.
Torment's just gonna tear into a turkey leg.
Ash is gonna talk to what was his name again? I'm bad at names.
Destro Magnus.
Destro Madness. I'm gonna write that.
Magnus.
Yeah, yeah. Destro Madness.
How do you spell that?
I will put it in the Discord. You know, I'll put it in Twitch chat so that chat can see it. Here's the spelling for Destro Magnus.
Okay, I was looking for an X
There is no X.
to see if you pulled the same shit as Gem Sacks.
No. No, his name I came up with much more originally.
Okay.
He is there, Ash, if you want to go talk to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to him and talk to him because I want to learn about him and why he kind of seems familiar.
You go to him. Oh, hello, dear. Can I help you?
Have we met before?
I don't believe we have.
You seem familiar.
Well, where do you come from, young one? He says, taunting you, as he's well aware of your age.
I'm not little. I am 19, so I'm not a kid.
Oh, but of course you are. He reaches down and pats your head.
I thank you for the compliment of thinking I'm so young, but it's not very respectful to do that to someone.
My apologies. I'll try to be better about it in the future.
I hope so. Now, where I'm from, well, you definitely wouldn't really know it. It's a little small town. It was kind of destroyed, so there's no one really left.
Oh, that's
And
a
the
shame.
people that were left are, she giggles, but she, like, has a kind of sinister kind of grin. It's kind of gone.
I'm sorry to keep interrupting, but where does Rin end and Ash begin? That is all.
It's a shame. I've seen many villages, civilizations ended. It's always a tragedy. History, culture, long gone. But someday it will be all whole again. Someday. And he smiles. For anybody who wants his picture again, I'll grab it for you.
So,
Don't look at these, chat.
Vord,
Oh, yes.
how did this situation come about?
What situation?
The candy lover.
I met... When I was urgently rushed back to the monastery, I met a god. Quite angry he was. Wanted a favor. Told me I was forced to be with her.
But she doesn't actually tell you what to do, right?
No, I just had to report our findings to her.
Okay. Water's nice.
Quite warm.
I like it.
It was
Wonder what's in
good.
these barrels.
Liliana, what is it to call her? Not Liliana. I'm gonna give her her name.
Laya?
No, Leonie. She's coming out in a she's in a bathing suit. She's going to get in with you guys.
Water's nice.
Very.
So you're new Faxian?
Faxian. And yes. Lovely day. Lovely day has been given to us. Perfect for sailing.
Personally, I'm a follower of Darian myself.
Darian. Fascinating. I don't hear many followers of Darian. I don't hear that practice come up very often nowadays. How is all with that clergy?
We really don't have a temple for him over in Halivaara, but I still follow him in my own ways.
Good. I'm sure it's most appreciated. I've heard that the connection Darian has with his followers is very loose. Not loose, but absent.
Yeah.
Must get lonely.
It is what it is.
Hmm.
I got my wife and kid to help keep me company anyways.
Oh, you have a wife and daughter?
Yeah.
I mean, kid? Shit. Wow, what a metagame. If only the guy a hand comes down from God. A hand comes down from like the ethereal was like, shut up!
I never mentioned she was a daughter. How do you know this?
You just see like a wall, like a fucking wall master from Zelda just like, grabs her, yeets her, and puts her back. She's like, what was I saying? I've been punished for metagaming, and I don't even know what that is. Honest mistake, Chad. Don't look into that. How are they?
They're pretty good. The wife is sad that I'm going on this journey, but
Oh, I'm sure she'll see you again.
yeah.
At this point, Torment, we cut to you. You're just.
Meanwhile.
And you see Ash having this conversation with Destro. You see there is another. The Dragonborn next to you is going to town as well. Like he saw you start eating, was like, "Oh, are we going to town?" Like I'm in. He's not necessarily keeping up with you, but it is impressive watching that man eat.
I'm gonna continue going to town. I have a near endless appetite.
And as the sun sets on the ship, you guys start getting ready for bed. A new day out at sea awaiting you. That is where we're going to end our session for tonight.